It's Monday, July 25th, and we're chasing the runner.
Previously on The Runner.
Hit it. Omar!
No, keep looking.
Looking for a QR code, Velcroed to the bottom of the seat.
Travis, they're under it, yeah?
And it could be deep under there.
Travis, I got one.
You got it, Cody?
Yeah.
Give me it. Got it.
Got it? Alex, this way. You scan it?
Yes, I have it. Go. Just keep going. Ash, got it. Let's go.
You see that? What? That's where I was until you dragged me over here. Don't start arguing now. There's got to be a way that Sweet and Savage could beat us, because no way in life would they ever beat us.
Hello, America, and welcome to day 25 of The Runner. I'm Matt Pat, and you heard me right, day 25. That means that there are only 5 days and just a few scant hours left in this incredible chase. Our little baby has grown up so fast. Pretty soon he'll be going off to college. We've already given away almost $500,000 to you guys at home just for playing along, and we still have over $150,000 left to give. So tell all your friends about this show. Or don't tell all your friends about this show and increase your odds of winning. That is called strategy, but not good for us hoping to get more viewers. Yesterday, the chase teams tracked the newly minted runner from Boise, Idaho to Richland, Washington. You know, they call Washington the Evergreen State, so it seems like a perfect place for one of our teams to earn themselves some green, right? Let's see if anyone did. Check it out.
You weren't the first one to figure it out, but you're the first ones to leave? Right. That's the sound of leading first. We got it. Finally did not get foiled by a search. Those usually aren't our best challenges, but we worked through it. Got out of there quick. We're the first ones leaving, so it's a good feeling. All right, so the clue says a goose, a heron, and a sheep walked into the Evergreen bar. They asked the foxy bartender, "Do you know where we are?"
She fixed them all Long Islands and said, "That depends on just who sent you." McCrane then interrupted, saying it was a sister of Sensu. So, Evergreen, Washington is the state of Everglades.
Richland, Washington, and Beaverton, Oregon are sister cities. Japanese, or Hinsenshu is Japanese for sister towns or sisters or something similar. So since they're sister cities, we're thinking that it's Richland, Washington.
Well, we're routing ourselves west. We think that we're not going to go any more east or any more south, so we're just going to head west. I plugged in an address to get us on the interstate. It looks like we are caravanning right now with programmers. We're in the middle, and Brother Nature is directly behind us. So I think we'll all probably end up going the same direction right now.
Yep. Going to Richland, Washington. First time to Washington. Yep.
Richmond to Richland.
Richland, Washington. So we're gonna get rich today in Richland.
And it's only 4 hours and 16 minutes away.
Only. Do not drink any water.
I mean, I already have to pee, but whatever, let's just cruise.
This is awesome. All 3 lanes. That's what we like to see. Everybody's hungry for it.
It's also day one, so day one is always a little difficult because none of us truly know exactly what we're looking for.
So we are heading to Richland, Washington. We solved the clue, and it is apparently a short 4.5 hour drive away. So that'll be fun.
Pretty much every road's having
They're fighting.
They're fighting with each other?
You with Brandon? No, I'm saying we've been on a bunch of roads. So.
Brent's on a tear right now, dude.
I thought you were talking. I'm not talking.
They're fighting with each other.
Get mad. There's got to be a way that Sweet and Savage could beat us, because no way in life would they ever beat us.
Now they're talking about Sweet and Savage?
Because I'm scared.
Thanks, Ram. Your mics are on all the time.
Shots fired.
I know they're always nice to us to our face. So I don't know if that was just like them in the heat of the moment being upset and kind of just saying anything. Yeah, I think it was out of anger probably, but still, I mean, to say like there's no way that we could beat them, that's kind of ridiculous to say.
Hey, Koa. Travis, I just got an idea.
Tell me.
Why don't we try to catch the runner?
That is not a bad idea.
Yeah?
That's actually one of the best plans I've heard in my entire life, maybe.
Wow, look at that day.
definitely say I'm composed. I think military training helps, you know, being in Iraq and Afghanistan. You learn to be cool under pressure. You can't really survive in environments like that without it. So the pressure doesn't really get to me. Even in competition, I still maintain my focus. The chasers are good and the runners have been good. It always comes down to the runner making that one mistake that they could have avoided, and whoever's been closest to capitalize on it.
We got a runner alert! Av Noblest Ducks.
It's Latin.
I just don't get what you're saying today.
Interim factum. S.
1519 to 1960, so it's going to have to be something probably that ran between that time period.
I bet that just is like, needs to be all like scattered, you know? All right, America. Help the girls out.
I'm gonna look this up.
Yeah,
Looks like
that quickly.
Hail noble captain, it is done again. That's what the Latin was.
Submarine School. It's associated with the U.S. Naval Academy, Naval Historical Association in Washington.
What's the address for that submarine?
Well, there's already teams ahead of us. Do we just put it out?
Yeah.
It's a submarine. All right, so we figured out that the geo clue references the USS Triton submarine. Basically, it was the first submarine to complete a submerged circumnavigation of the globe in 1960.
Okay, so Team Runner is letting me know that chasers have people feeding them traffic cam information that could possibly let them know what I look like and exactly where I am in real time. And I'm going to use that information to react accordingly, and I'll keep myself concealed. Team Runner, you guys are amazing. Thanks for the information, and keep the good information coming. I see the submarine sail over there. So I'll find the map by that. Under the map by the submarine sail. There we are.
Go to the hideout and find your checkpoint key, and there were instructions hidden in between the barrels. Use the map behind you to find the dock. Hideout. Here we are. There's no dock. In hideout, hidden between the barrels. All right, let's go.
Such a good driver.
James, we are 5.7 miles from Richland.
How much gas do we have?
10 miles to empty. That is cutting it
Go
close.
below 10?
This is a tense situation here.
This is where the game is won and lost. Yeah, up here, Travis, I'm going right on 11th.
Yeah, that's good.
And then
Keep your eyes peeled because I'm kind of looking at the map.
From what I've researched and from what I've seen online, 3 escape routes. There could be a vehicle waiting for them. There are hiking trails, and I think there's like a little river.
So there's a riverfront trail. Okay. I'll go right. Okay.
where's the submarine?
And the next block.
to the low dock and make your escape by hovercraft.
It should be out there.
There's a boat getting away right there.
Where?
Oh, there's a boat over there, guys.
Where?
Way over there. See that?
Should we get out?
Yeah.
There's this little port which looks like it has a boat launch. I think we can drive a car down there.
Okay.
It looks like we can.
Alright, I'm just gonna park here. Okay. Climb this fence. Park right here. Climb this fence. Climb this fence.
Do you see anything?
I see something in the water over there.
What's that though? It's not him. What's that person over there? Stop. Someone's literally just standing there.
What do you think of this? The runner right there? Should we just buzz it? Might as well, yeah.
Grab a backpack.
That might have been, but hopefully not. But
Where do we go?
anywhere.
These are the situations where Alex usually hurts himself.
Hey guys, I think it's important that you know the runner made it to his getaway vessel.
He got away!
He got away, guys.
So we should stop swimming out there?
Yeah, maybe don't swim out any farther.
Are you sure?
Well,
This
no,
lake
you
is
better
a
go check.
prison.
You better go check. How nice is that?
Tell me, how nice is that?
So nice.
Awesome, everyone in the pool. It is an all swim. It's fun to see them actually getting to loosen up and have fun for a change on this chase. But that means, ladies and gentlemen, the chase goes on, the crowd goes wild, and the bounty goes up. What will capturing the runner right now earn these chasers? Well, try $30,143 and growing every second. If this runner can indeed make it to day 30, someone will be collecting the biggest bounty we've seen on the chase. Now, before we go to our chasers, let's reveal the winners of yesterday's act numero dos. The correct answer was, of course, the USS Triton. So ahoy, Taskers. If you're one of these preliminary $500 winners, well then look in the mirror and say Yahoo. Or should I say Verizon. Stay up to date with those corporate maneuverings, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take it over to the big board. Pulling it up, Lori K, Brittany S, Rebecca M, Angela S, Deborah C, Jeffrey H, Eunice V, Ben K, Dale H, and Tyler S. Congratulations on taking that cash task to task and getting that cash. It's like a tongue twister. Now let's go live to the chasers who are in Richland, Washington, and who are ready to get this show on the road. And of course, they're joined by the man who, according to his mother, is named after a Danish poet and resistance fighter named Kaj Monk. Fun fact about our favorite field correspondent, Kaj Larson. Kaj, how's it going there on the field today?
Matt, we are reunited in the same time zone. Well, bromance beggars can't be choosers. My mom, by the way, is going to be so stoked that you read that tweet. It is going to make her day. So thank you. Anyways, it's not about us today. It's Man Crush Monday. And even though my MCM is obviously a smart, funny, good-looking guy who hosts the best game show on television and is not Ryan Seacrest, what I want to talk about today is another man who's tall, dark, and mysterious, our new runner. Let's hear from him right now.
Hey Chasers, heard you guys got pretty close yesterday, good job. But as we know, almost doesn't count. I know you have your Twitter followers watching me even on traffic cams yesterday, but my Twitter followers are good to me and we're watching you even more so. They let me know when you guys leave, when you complete your challenge. They even let me know when Friend Zone's taking a bathroom break. Bravo Squared is never gonna catch me if they're leaving an hour late. Hopefully you guys can give me more of a challenge today than you gave me yesterday. I'll see you later.
Okay, our new runner, he's starting to up his smack talking game. But let's check in with the Chase teams now and see how they're doing today. Sweet and Savage, how are you guys?
Good, how are you? Doing good.
Good. So Heather and Ashley, yesterday was a really intense challenge and some things were said about you guys. How does that make you feel?
Well, if anybody knows what it's like to be last, we've been last multiple times. It's a very stressful position to be in and you get really frustrated, especially when you're there for like 20, 30, 40 minutes like the lyrics say, and we kind of understand that position. We know that things could be said that aren't even meant to be said just because you're frustrated. You know?
And in those moments, we try to stay positive and not say anything about anyone else and only focus on her and my game, and that's it. So, but yeah, like she said, we do understand that things are said and it's frustrating sometimes, it's stressful.
I think it's just the heat of the moment, to be honest.
Cool. Well, it is true. You guys are always positive. Like, you've kept everybody's spirits buoyed throughout that game, throughout this game. And I think the fans and everybody really appreciate that. So let's hope that positivity, as Brother Nature would said, results in pushing the button.
We need some of that tea.
Okay. Good luck today, you guys.
Thank you.
Bravo Square.
Morning.
Good morning. So you guys, look, everybody understands things are said in the heat of the moment. Do you regret some of the stuff you said yesterday about Sweet and Savage?
Absolutely. Ashley hit it right on the head. Like when we're in last, we have, it's quiet. It's very quiet there. We're alone with our own thoughts, and some just random things that shouldn't be said are said, and it's just being frustrated, letting your emotions get the better of you instead of finding the QR code, which is what we should have done.
Right, and you feel awful, and the thing is, you can't unsay those sorts of things, but as soon as we all met up again, I went to Sweet and Savage and I apologized, making sure, like this, of course things come out and we don't mean them, but we just gotta watch out and stay as positive as if everybody was positive as there, that would have happened, right? So, but yeah, it's just, keeping your mind on today's a new day.
Okay, I get it. Look, character is not how you act when everything's going well. It's also how you act during adversity.
Absolutely.
But also being willing to, man enough to admit when you're wrong.
Yes,
so appreciate you guys saying that.
100%.
And good luck. Today's a new day, new start.
Thank you.
Programmers.
What's up, guys?
How you guys doing? You guys always have a really good sense of humor. You make the funniest videos, in my humble opinion.
Thank you.
But is trash talking part of this game between the Chase teams?
Yeah, and I think there's a distinct difference between trash talking and like saying mean things. I think we all do a pretty good job of when we're kidding around, everyone knows it, and we're all really close as teams. I think any sort of negative energy should just be projected towards the runner and not other teams.
And we've been in that situation where you've been in a search challenge and you've been the last one there. So it's one of those things you just have to keep your emotions internally. And
I think it's especially frustrating because in a search, when you're last, it's because you did not search correctly or you're not doing a good job. So it's hard to shoulder all the blame, and it's it's sometimes easy to lash out. We know. I mean, everybody knows we have issues with trains.
Train challenge.
So, I mean, it happens. We get it. We understand. Where that comes from, but
All right, well, all I can say is fingers crossed. No trains, no trains.
We hope so. We heard one in the background earlier. We both kind of shuddered, but
flashbacks.
Yeah, PTSD.
It's not the worst Achilles heel to have.
Right.
Good luck today, you
Thank
guys.
you.
Brother Nature, hello, you guys. Good morning.
Good morning.
So the new runner, he got his sort of day one jitters out of the way, and he looks pretty fast and efficient. What do you guys think of him, and what do you think is the key to catching him?
He's just another runner, and I think he's gonna eventually get caught. But. No, he did good yesterday. Ko and I were pretty on it. We barely made a mistake all day. We did have to stop for gas, and we maybe could have made it, but it was just a questionable call. So we pulled over and got gas, and maybe if we didn't and we made it there, then we would have caught him. So that was our only mistake, but I don't think it really was a mistake.
He's gonna have to have a couple perfect days if he wants to beat us. So I love you. You guys are what I call quiet competitive, right? Just another runner, team up, I'll knock him down. I like that. Well, good luck today, you guys.
Thank you.
Runner All-Stars.
Yes, sir.
So help me understand a little runner psychology. Now that he's got day one under his belt, what's day two as the runner like, and how does understanding that help you catch him?
For me, day one, I felt like it was pretty hectic. There was a lot going on. I was definitely stressed. Going into day two, it only doubles. You sort of feel worse. You get a grasp on sort of where the chase teams are, who they are, what they're doing. And he does have Team Runner to help him, but I think there's a lot more fans that are leaning towards the chaser teams to help us.
So actually, you don't feel like you get more proficient. You feel like the stress is cumulative. Was that your experience also, Steve?
Yeah, it adds up, and I think you want to go push yourself to go faster and faster and faster, and then eventually you'll make a mistake. He'll go faster than he should, because yesterday was a speed day. He beat us to the river, he beat us to the boat, and tomorrow he'll want to do the same thing, and he'll get faster and faster, and then he'll mess up, and then that's when we get him.
Got it. Well, got him good.
Is it?
Get him, got him good.
In honor of Man Crush Monday, I just want Matt Pat to know that you smell just like cinnamon and like palm trees. Is that weird?
A little vanilla.
It's gonna be weird when I walk past you here right now.
I'm not gonna lie.
Keeping it awkward. All right, thanks, Steve.
It's like a warm Cuban night. Sorry.
Let me move into the friend zone.
Hi, welcome. It's a safe area.
Good morning. Good morning. Yes.
Okay, real quick, you guys. Oh my God, a lot of touching happening here. Real quick, you guys, I heard you say yesterday, I just want to press you on this a little bit, that you want Sweet and Savage for the win. Now, real talk, if you're neck and neck in a penitentiary, say, and you have to outsprint, you're just going to let them have it?
I mean, I might trip. You never know what could happen. But
Well, no. I mean, we want them to win, but also for us and for our fan base, they've been pleading for back-to-back wins too. We think we might be able to pull it off. So it's hard to call right now, but when we get in that situation, we'll just have to let our instincts take over.
I mean, the soft side of me might come out again. You never know.
All right, well, we will see. Thank you guys. Good luck today.
Thank you.
All right, America, it's time to drop day 25 challenge. This Harley Davidson is not part of the challenge, although that would be cool. But your challenge today is that you're in the historic famed Alphabet Home neighborhood. This was part of the top secret Manhattan Project during World War II. Now, your challenge is not going to be as difficult as nuclear fusion actually, but it's going to be difficult nonetheless. So what you have to do today is, using the addresses that I provided you, find 3 postcards in this historic home neighborhood, piece those clues together to reveal your clue. I hope you warmed up, because your challenge begins in 3, 2, 1, hit it. Yeah, Matt, I love that every single morning we fire these guys out of the gates and they're like a rocket ship. No lag here. Everybody's fired up. They want to catch this runner on day 2 of his run. Back to you.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Kaj. I'll be sniffing palm trees and cinnamon, eagerly awaiting your triumphant return back to studio. Also, just a quick shout out there. No, that was not anyone blasting birds with laser beams. That was just technical issues that we were having during the Sweet and Savage interview. Apologies for that. But hey, that's the danger of doing all of this live, but that's also what makes it exciting. So thanks for hanging through with us. Everything was taken care of, as you saw, for the rest of that. But also, shooting laser beams at birds, like maybe that's Chaser Challenge tomorrow. We'll have to find out. That being said, the Chasers now have their challenge, and you know what that means. It is time for you guys to receive your challenge. America, it is time to act. Here are a few words to describe America's cash task: crucial, vital, key, absolutely necessary, life or death. All of them apply except for the last ones. The point is, the Chasers cannot find the runner without your help. America, here is your cash task.
What are the kids listening to these days? Act now to find out.
The cash task is now officially live. If you need to see it again, you can find it on all of our social media. And when you think that you have the answer, make sure that you enter it at the website go90.com/therunner for your chance to win $500. We'll be back at 3 p.m. Eastern with the live updates on the runner's second day of dodging chasers left and right, plus details on how the chase teams are handling this new moving target. And then at 10, we'll be revealing the latest standings of that $50,000 MVP leaderboard. But until then, America, the chase continues. Dodging, more like America, and welcome back to day 25 of The Runner. I'm Matt Pat, coming to you live from Runner HQ, and we are looking down the barrel of just 5 days left in this incredible chase. And the bounty on the runner has the potential to reach amounts we've yet to see this whole time. The chasers started their day in Richland, Washington, at the city's famed Alphabet Houses, which are the historic and uniquely constructed neighborhood that was built specifically for the people who worked day and night on the highly secretive Manhattan Project. But today, the Chasers Project was to find all of the pieces of their clue, which were spread out amongst all of those Alphabet Houses. However, there were only so many pieces to go around, so this was a challenge in speed as well as patience and mostly strategy. Once the teams had gathered and assembled all of the pieces, they had themselves this clue. Pulling up on the monitor. Stay away from state lines. The answer is in blank. To be the blank man or woman, you must not be out blank. The runner will have 0 blank if they knew you would blank. And we all know what those blanks mean. There's a lot of them today. That means you, America, had to act. America, you received this image of the Instagram logo and the handle at The Runner is Listening. Yeah, we've seen this logo and this account before, but this time the link in the bio didn't deliver any Morse code or any bunch of high-pitched nonsense. Nope, this time you got an actual song, a song that sounded a little like this. There is nothing I love more than a rousing marching band tune at lunchtime. The other, that's great. Man, get your roll step on, ladies and gentlemen. The thing is, other than a swelling sense of patriotism, just listening to that song doesn't really give you much of anything. It's because the answer wasn't hidden in the music data itself, but in the metadata of the music. It's like I'm solving FNAF all over again. The text that tells you the text that tells computers what they should display when playing your hot tracks. So, when you went to the properties of the audio file you downloaded, you found the missing words and symbol of the clue written throughout the song's actual metadata. It's very, very cool stuff. And those words were, you see here in the composer line, bloom, better, shined, chance, and question mark. All right. And those, in turn, fill in the blanks, giving us the final clue for the Chaser teams. Stay away from state lines. The answer is in bloom. To be the better man or woman, you must not be outshined. The runner will have 0 chance if they knew you would. Question mark. I'll cut right to the chase, quite literally here. In bloom, better man, and would. In bloom, better man, and would, question mark, are songs by the bands Nirvana, Pearl Jam, and Alice in Chains. Meanwhile, 0 Chance, right here, as well as Outshined are both songs by Soundgarden. And what is the one greatest common denominator between all of these feel-good musical acts? Say it with me now, they are all from Seattle, Washington. Seattle, so put on your ripped flannel parkas, ladies and gentlemen. We are headed to Seattle. Also taking a road trip back to the 90s, apparently, grunging out. So there you go, that's your answer for the day. But before we look at the GPS map to see where the chase stands as of right now, let's get a closer look at how the day started. And for that, we go to my man, Kaj Larson.
Well, checkpoint day started off with a chaser challenge that was essentially a sprint around this famed neighborhood here. You had all 6 of the teams able to get their 3 clues pretty quickly, but first out was the Brogrammers. A couple minutes behind them was Sweet and Savage bringing up the back of the pack, although Sweet and Savage was only about 5 minutes behind them. So what you're seeing, at least leaving the chaser challenge, is a pretty tight pack leaving for the next destination city. That is not going to bode well for our runner, who, since it's a checkpoint day today for him, is obviously going to have a more arduous challenge. So he's got 6 hungry chase teams hot on his tail. I'll keep you posted on how they're doing in the field here. Back to you, Matt.
Awesome. Thanks, Kaj. Still smelling like palm trees and cinnamon. So that's a little bit about how they completed their challenge, but let's check out the GPS as far as how they started the day on the roadways. So here we are, true to what Kaj just said, everyone got out of the Chaser Challenge this morning very quickly, but you'll notice everyone got out of it very quickly in very different directions. So you have 3 teams up here, Bro Grammar's Friend Zone Bravo Square headed kind of in the north direction, Brother Nature Sweet and Savage headed west, and Runner All-Stars heading to the south, having to make a turnaround and then course correct, and go in the right direction. So what you'll see here, Runner All-Stars headed to the wrong city out of the gates, putting them in last place for the first time since they've re-entered this chase. And meanwhile, two very different strategies on how to get to Seattle, Washington. And this is something that we haven't gotten a chance to talk about too much in this chase, but overall the thing to remember is these teams are spending many, many hours on the roadways, and that means things like construction and traffic can have huge implications on who arrives at a location first versus who arrives last. And that's exactly what we saw on the GPS board today, where traffic is playing a huge role in the game this morning. And so you saw teams diverging in order to avoid that traffic. So whose strategy won out? Well, we'll find that out in a second. But first, let's check in with someone who's definitely feeling a lot of traffic pressure today, and that is the runner. So obviously today, with the checkpoint day, as Kaj mentioned, is a very tight day for him, very high pressure situation for him in only a second day. And every minute that he's stuck in traffic is a minute that the Chaser teams are going to catch up to him. So let's see how he's feeling on the roadways this morning.
We stuck in traffic. Oh my God, don't get me stuck in traffic. This dude, road work. And I bet he's gonna be gone when the chasers come through here. I think this has already taken about 6 minutes from us so far. I don't know how long this slow procession is gonna go on, but so far it's cost me 6 minutes. Hopefully there will be a mile-long backup by the time chasers make it through.
So that is brutal. And you can imagine, as he feels the noose tightening around his neck, every minute spent in that traffic is just a minute that you're just like clenching firmer and firmer. You are so stressed out on that roadway. So definitely a hard second day for our brand new runner. Meanwhile, though, lucky for him, the other Chaser teams have also experienced similar traffic. So let's see how they're handling it. Here is Friend Zone.
Well, stuck in traffic. Bravo in front of us.
There's a man holding a stop sign in the middle of the road.
Doing a little construction on the road, but I don't really see any construction, but it's all good.
We're just sitting here behind a man holding a stop sign, and there's nothing really we can do about
Better
it.
safe than sorry, though.
The view's nice.
It's not terrible.
Oh, that's great. Can you imagine if this guy holding the stop sign in the middle of the road wasn't actually for any sort of construction? He's just there to kind of throw chaos into the system. Like, hey, I look professional. You guys are going to follow me. He's probably like a YouTube prankster or something. Meanwhile, hey, the view might be nice. You know what else is nice? Getting the opportunity to sit in these quality Ford vehicles. If I'm going to be stuck in traffic, man, nothing beats being stuck in a Ford. Hashtag sponsored. Meanwhile, though, Friend Zone, being the ever-creative Chaser team that they are, came up with an innovative solution on how they might get an edge in today's chase by circumventing traffic through some unconventional roadways. We'll let them explain.
Raphael decided to take a detour, so now we are on a dirt road, on a trail, trying to find our way.
This is amazing.
And he's loving it. And yeah, I mean, it's working so far for the most part, but we're literally driving through the bushes and the desert.
This is beautiful out here.
See if it works.
Man, and a quality off-roading vehicle too. Truly, Ford vehicles do it all. Hashtag once again sponsored. That being said, though, you can see traffic playing a lot of different roles in today's game. Very interesting to the chase. So let's throw it back to the GPS board, where now mostly everyone has made it through the traffic, and let's see how that's affected our standings. So you'll see everyone converging on the same roadway now past the traffic. And it hasn't surprisingly done a whole lot. Programmer still in the lead, followed closely by Brother Nature Friend Zone, Bravo Square, Sweet and Savage rounding out the rear, with Runner All-Stars really suffering the consequences from being behind and choosing the wrong city this morning. But the traffic overall not affecting everyone still, despite going 2 different directions, everyone converging at the same time on roughly the same location. So there you go. But meanwhile, I'm really excited. We're going to have an opportunity here to check in live with our #1 team on the roadways today, right now, Programmers. Guys, can you hear me live in the car?
Yeah, we can hear you, Matt. What's going on?
How's it going, Matt Pat?
It's great to officially meet you guys. This is officially the first time that we're getting to talk for this whole chase. How's it been for you?
Yeah, it's just okay to meet you too, Matt Pat. But we've been having a lot of fun.
So and I know that you guys are kind of going through a spotty area of coverage right now, but how did you make it through the traffic this morning? We just covered that it was a busy roadway.
Yes, we actually got super lucky. The construction guy let us go in the first wave, and we were the last ones to go through, and the truck was just taking this line of traffic super slow through. It was about a 10-minute trip each way, and we were the last ones through. Then the other traffic had to come up, and then I think Friend Zone, Brother Nature, and these other teams were in that next wave. So gave us about a 20-minute buffer right there, which was nice.
Yeah, we used the pure luck strategy this morning on the traffic.
Sure, and it worked out well for you. Obviously, you know, no trains were involved, so you guys still hold down the #1 spot. With today being a checkpoint day.
They stay on their tracks.
Yeah, absolutely. So with today being a checkpoint day, how is that affecting your strategy going into catching this runner on his second day of the chase?
Yeah, so for the checkpoint day, we were researching what the checkpoint keys were, and then since then we've been researching places in Seattle that those checkpoint keys might make sense. So we have a couple locations that we have in mind, and we're sending some people that we know in Seattle down to those locations to check them out ahead of time.
Yeah, obviously Seattle's a big place with a lot going on. But right now, we're enjoying the view, driving to the Pacific Northwest, a lot of trees, a lot of mountains. It's a beautiful drive.
Awesome. And you mentioned kind of sending people on the ground to check out these locations early. Are these members of the Programmers Only hashtag, and how valuable has that community been for you throughout this chase?
Yeah, our followers are absolutely amazing. I know a ton of them are watching right now. We tweeted out letting them know we were going to be live with you, and they were all going nuts. They were actually all asking for us to do our Matt Pat impressions live, but I don't want to hurt your feelings.
Trust me, I get parodied all the time. Please, actually, I know I got to sign off on you guys, so please sign us off.
All right, well, I'm Matt Pat.
And I'm Matt Pat too.
And we're going to catch
the runner.
All right, guys, thank you so much. Drive safe and good luck catching the runner. I love these guys. They are so amusing on this chase. They're always thinking of new, different ways to reverse hack everything. Like, I have mad respect for them. And so that was them live in the car, headed to Seattle for checkpoint day to really lay claim on the runner. And as we saw, they are currently in the lead. How cool is this, though? They're live in the car telling us about their strategy as they're getting ready to execute on it in a few hours here. That is what is so awesome about the show. I get to nerd out every once in a while about it. Meanwhile, though, today is a checkpoint day, as we've been alluding to this whole time. And we've seen in the past, checkpoint days are very difficult days for our runners. And with the finale only 5 days away, how does all of this play into itself? We've been mentioning things like checkpoint keys and finale keys and grand prizes and this and that. So to give you a little bit more explanation on those game mechanics, since we're nearing the end game now, here's a little graphic that we put together to explain all the intricacies of these details. Check it out. Every day, the runner must complete their daily op to obtain the checkpoint key. On the 5th day, the runner must use the 4 checkpoint keys earned up to that point to complete the checkpoint op and obtain a finale key. This continues every 5 days until the runner has earned all 5 finale keys by the 30th. With keys in hand, the runner finally has what he needs to get through the finale. Man, I hate that guy's voice. He's so obnoxious sometimes. So there you go. That's a little bit more explanation on how kind of those mechanics work toward the back half of this chase. But now let's turn to the heart of Runner HQ, or should I say the lungs of Runner HQ? No, I would be the lungs of Runner HQ because I talk so much. Well, maybe like they are the bladder of Runner HQ, taking all the information of the internet and distilling it down into one clean stream for all of us. It is the social media squad. Hello, my bladder. How are you guys doing?
Oh, well, my kidney, I'm doing great.
You kidney me not, you're doing well.
I got an info dump for you right here.
Wow, an info dump, huh?
You ready?
Pun intended?
No, what are you talking about?
Don't worry about it. We're talking about body parts and whatever. They get it over there. You guys watching at home get it. So anyway, Body Parts Annie, you are always the person we turn to whenever there's a new runner in the game and people are looking for the specific details about who this person is and what clues we can discern from him. So what do we got so far?
Yes. This runner has a complete body.
Fantastic.
According to Amanda, she just wants Bree to know, Bree from Runner All-Stars, shoes. There they are.
So the runner has both a left and right side, and oh my God, shoes.
Yeah, we only see the right side here, so.
Look at those shoes. Let's get them.
Oh my God, let's get them.
Those shoes probably cost $300.
Oh.
What else does the runner have?
And okay, so Pamela wants to point out that FYI, Heather, he was wearing gloves, possibly concealing his race.
All right, so yeah, and that was a different thing that I noticed too as we were watching those packages back. The first runner to wear gloves, kind of suspicious.
A little.
Maybe concealing race, but apparently not well enough.
Not well enough.
Right,
also,
because
those gloves were pretty cool. They have pink, which you can't see here. Alex wants to, so she sees an exposed wrist.
Yep.
Big story.
Yeah, so
she thinks the runner is African American.
Okay, so even though the runner is choosing to wear gloves, you know, the cameras see all,
Right.
and there's that moment of exposed wrist, and our smart viewers watching were able to screen cap it and identify that, hey, it may have been, you know, a race thing that he was trying to cover up.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know why you'd want to do that, but if you're the runner...
It's all in an effort to conceal your identity, right?
I know.
The less that the chase teams know about you, the better.
Well, this guy's doing it right.
Well...
Except for the wrist.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Annie. Well, you keep an eye on all the body parts as they show up.
No problem.
Meanwhile, Laura, what story do you have for me today?
I don't have body parts, but I do have some coverage of body parts for you.
All right.
We've got Alex. Well, he tweeted, "Who's wearing it better today?" And it's him and Steve. Hashtag Match Pat Monday. So they're doing a little matchy thing with the same shirt on there.
Matt Patterday, Match Pat Monday. Wow, all sorts of Matt Pat puns.
Puns on your name.
Theme days. So who did it better? I would say I liked both of them.
Right? They both look pretty great.
Steve actually didn't look appropriate though with the hat backwards. It seemed
Looked a
too
little
cool for him.
different.
Who else we got?
And then we've got Mika, who tweeted who wore it better with Travis and Heather's braids.
All right.
So going for the, the comparison there.
And a quick poll: who did it better? Brother Nature? Sweet and Savage.
I'm gonna go tie on this. I think they both look great.
Well-
I would like to see them together with the braids hanging out.
Giving me the lack of answers that I've come to expect from the social media squad. There it is, everyone. The same vacillating neutrality that I come to love from these guys. Now, that being said, you know who's not neutral? Online. And if you guys are not playing along online, well, may I suggest you start doing so because of one word that has 4 letters to it. No, I'm not referring to the word beef. I'm talking about C-A-S-H, cash. It is time for Chaser Cash. Each chase team has $1,000 to give out every day to the runner players at home who help them the most. So let's find out who are today's preliminary winners. On the monitor, Friend Zone rewarded at Adam Blow with $1,000 for his help solving clues all day long and giving them updates on the other teams. Another example of how direct help results in direct deposits. Well, we actually send you a check, so you get what I'm saying. Sweet and Savage dropped their $1,000 on at Love the Runner just for being a super supportive fan of theirs. That is where the sweet part of Sweet and Savage truly comes out in full force. Brother Nature paid at Vicky J for solving yesterday's Act 2, which was written in Latin. Latin! Oh, and this whole time I thought it was in Pig Latin! Man, I really should listen to myself solve these things. At Brian Rasp actually helped several teams throughout yesterday's chase, but was ultimately paid off by Team Runner All-Stars. A solid strategy that clearly paid off. Yeah, no sense of loyalty whatsoever, just blast out help to everyone and hopefully someone sends you money. Worked out big for him. Bravo Square thanked at KM Adventure for helping them scout the potential site of the daily op before they even got there. So use that $1,000 on your next adventure, KM. You put the KM in cash money, if it's spelled incorrectly. The programmers handed their chaser cash to P-Neither1 for his help finding the location of the runner and then deleting the tweets so the other teams couldn't see. Is it just me, or do the programmers have really sharp fans? It's very nice. Also fans who happen to be all over the country scouting them out on their periscoping live streaming stuff. Meanwhile, as fate would have it, the runner also has a grand to give out to one of their loyal supporters every day. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Runner Cash. The runner handed out his first ever $1,000 in runner cash to F Chopper. F Chopper is making an appearance again for simply making him laugh with a gif of Michelle Tanner. So we've put together a few clues about this new runner, potentially his race, that he has some pretty sweet shoes, and now we do know this much: he's a huge Full House fan. Very interesting stuff. Now, let's toss it over to the live GPS board, see how things are shaping up on the roadways as we speak. So once again, we see Brogrammers and Brother Nature first and second out of the blocks here. Brogrammers still holding down the #1 position. You know, the guys that we just got to talk to. It's nice to talk to the winners, the leaders. Meanwhile, Friend Zone, Brother Nature not far behind. Bravo Square, Sweet and Savage a little bit more delayed on the roadways. And Runner All-Star still rounding out the back of the pack in a solid 6th place as we kind of zoom out here and show them still dealing with traffic issues, but they have kind of converged on the same roadway. So, you know, they have a bit of catching up to do if they have any hope of catching the runner today on his checkpoint day. But as you can see, based on this GPS, all 5 chase teams still have yet to breach that geofence. So America's Cash Task #2 still has not been released, but it could go live at any moment. So make sure that you're sticking close to all of our social media to get it right away. We are at The Runner Go 90 on Instagram, at The Runner Go 90 on Twitter, and we're also on Facebook. Now, as each of the chaser teams cross that geofence, they'll receive a clue to the exact location of where the runner will be completing his daily op. The moment all 5 of those teams have crossed the geofence, or if a team decides to make it public, well then, ladies and gentlemen, that's when the clue gets blasted out to you guys. Solve that clue and win yourself some cash. We'll be back later tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern to announce the latest front runners of the $50,000 MVP leaderboard and a whole lot more. But until then, the chase continues. Maybe you're more like the kidneys. Hello, America, and welcome to your Runner Evening Update. I'm Matt Pat, and today the runner hightailed it across Washington State, starting in Richland and working his way all the way to Seattle. There you go. Look at us, learning geography of the United States one episode at a time. Who says that watching digital videos doesn't teach you anything? That being said, Seattle, Washington, but the chasers were following him faster than you could fling a fish at a Pike Place market. And that's a reference to all you locals out there. Before we reveal the winners of this morning's cash task, though, let's have a look at how the chase went down in the Emerald City. The Chaser's Day starts at the Alphabet House neighborhood in Richland, Washington. Here in the historic district, there are 3 postcards located at 5 different houses around the neighborhood. Each team must find their 3 postcards. Together, they form an incomplete riddle with words missing. They'll need America's help to fill in the blanks and reveal the runner's next destination.
3, 2, 1, hit it.
Go to this one, go to this one, go to this one.
Alex, here you go.
Just take one, just take one, you just take one.
You got it? Yeah.
At that same moment, the runner receives his daily op and sets off for his destination.
Go to the Space Needle in Seattle, Washington, and follow digital clues to retrieve your finale key. Hey Chasers, heard you guys got pretty close yesterday, but as we know, almost doesn't count. Hopefully you guys can give me more of a challenge today than you gave me yesterday.
Come on, follow me. There's Gail, everyone is this way.
Okay.
Did you get one?
No.
Where's this address, sir?
I don't know.
Is there one on Davidson?
Yep. The 1935 Davidson Avenue.
We don't know that this is the right way on Davidson.
I think we're going the wrong way.
Are you sure there's one that way?
Yeah. It's about 5 minutes since I first issued the challenge. The teams are running around for different homes looking for the postcards. But so far, 5 minutes in, none of the teams have gotten all 3 clues necessary. Got 2 looking for one more. We got 2.
We got 2, yeah. A and B.
Do you have an A?
I have a B.
What do you have?
B.
Yeah, this is a B. What do you have? I thought it was an
B.
A. You have an A.
Hey, my bad.
Come on, Raphael.
Ash, 1911. 1931, is it outside?
I don't know, look for the next house.
Yeah, this way.
What's the next one? You're not telling me anything.
See the Bravo Square team right behind me. They're still running around the neighborhood. They obviously had a really rough fall yesterday.
Did we skip over it a couple times?
I honestly just want to go and just go take our drive now because I really don't want to keep looking and then still have to drive 2.5 hours.
The question is, will they be able to pick themselves back up and start a fresh day and do well on this challenge?
What's the next one?
2017-22 Galliard.
You sure there's enough for us? It's the only one with a C.
We need C. Come on, it's not that much further. You can do it.
I hate running.
Come on, Travis, run!
Hey, left up here. 0.4 miles away. Buckle up, baby.
You mapped it? No, you do it.
What?
I don't have the damn address.
I know where it is. It's A. We already have A, right?
Yeah. This way, cut through the grass.
Let's go. We got him.
You have your postcard?
Yep.
Hold it out. Give it to me.
A, B, C. Hey, man, Pat, love you. A, B, C. They're out of here. Got all 3 getting in the car, run away. Programmers once again at the top of the pack. Here comes a couple other teams. You got it, good to go. Good to go. 3 teams still left on the field of play. Runner All-Stars, Sweet and Savage, and Bravo Square.
We're not that far behind.
That's 1911. So it might be over here.
We got all 3, we're going to the car.
You got this, girls.
Here comes Brandon. Let's see if he got all 3 clues. ABC, good to go. These guys seem to be back in the game. He just said see you in Seattle, meaning that not only has he found the clues, he seems to have pieced them together, and the team seems to be headed towards the next destination city to know where it's at.
Second to last.
We shouldn't have turned around.
Look at the numbers.
I got it.
A, B, C, good to go. Sweet and Savage. They're coming from this street direction right here. They're fist pumping, which is usually a good sign for these girls.
A, B, C.
ABC, good to go.
Thank you.
So, Team Sweet and Savage out of the gate last, but that won't get them down. Time and time again, we've seen the Sweet and Savage girls struggle in the early goings of the day, but not only do they manage to stay right there in the competition, they always do it with those trademark, eternally optimistic smiles on their faces. And that's no act. That's just who they are, as we can clearly see by taking one look at their runner submission video that they sent in months ago. So, ladies and gentlemen, for your viewing enjoyment, Sweet and Savage.
I'm 28 years old. I live in Los Angeles, California. And my name is Asha Kelsey. I am 29 years old. I also live here in Los Angeles. We talk from 6 a.m. in the morning till like midnight at night. All day, every day, group chat. We're kind of in a relationship. Like at first, Heather came and lived with me for about a month. We basically were a live-in couple. She was my husband for a while I was like figuring out I definitely wear the pants, 100%. Yeah, she does. I'm very competitive at heart. Like getting on an air hockey table, ping pong, tennis, and I'm like, I'm the winner.
She can jump
this.
rope like I've never seen.
Ashley's definitely strong. She's a bad bitch. But then also she is like, her brain is friggin' smart. She gets anxiety when it comes to like being around other people, being in groups, and sometimes I have to really talk her off the ledge and calm her down.
Your weakness is kind of your strength too. So you might be our connection with the team, but you also might be our downfall by being like too nice to some people that we shouldn't, and kind of not overthinking things enough, and like trusting people.
I think no matter what, we would have each other's back till the end.
Yeah, of course. I think even if you had to split up a team and like you're working now, Heather's working with him and I'm working with another person,
we would still work together and not even let them know. We'd be like, okay, I see what you're saying, girl. Let's do this.
See, they just like to have themselves a good old time. And if a runner happens to be in the general vicinity, well then sweet. Make themselves some extra cash. Speaking of that runner though, today's first clue to the location of his checkpoint proved to be quite problematic for some of these chase teams. So much so that some of them went in the completely wrong direction. Let's take a look.
We're last, but I think it's going to be a close one today. So we're on the road, put in a destination. We're not confirming it yet, but we're at least getting to the freeway and heading on our way.
Let me read the clues.
So many blanks. Stay away from state lines. The answer is in blank. To be the blank man or woman, you must not be out blank. And then the runner will have 0 blank if they knew you would.
This doesn't make any sense. The at clue, it was bloom better shine chance, which I guess corresponds to the 4 blanks here.
Stay away from state lines. The answer is in
The answer's in bloom?
That's what it says.
Okay, so it's a flower. Unless something else blooms.
It's either between Portland and Seattle, like people are saying both. All right, let's do Seattle.
We should just go to Seattle, yeah? If the first thing says stay away from state lines.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right. Okay, so we need something that's sending us specifically to Seattle, though. Like so far, we have nothing that's sending us specifically to Seattle besides just our own inclination.
Stay away from state lines. The answer is in bloom.
In Bloom, Nirvana. Nirvana's from Washington State. They're from Seattle.
Basically, everyone's saying these are all songs from Nirvana, Soundgarden, Shine, etc., which are all pointing towards Seattle and the grunge rock movement of the 90s. Everybody on Twitter up until about 5 minutes ago or about 2 minutes ago was saying, go to Portland. We've now been on the road towards Seattle for 20 minutes. So anybody that was going that way is now 30 minutes behind us.
Awesome.
We're heading to Portland right now because we have no clue where to really go.
So much confusion happening as we head down the home stretch of this chase. Is the grind of the pursuit starting to wear on these chasers' ability to focus? And if that's the case, does that mean that this new and completely fresh runner has a significant upper hand in making it to the finish line? That could very well prove to be a deciding factor. But one team that seems to have renewed energy is Team Friend Zone. Maybe that $78,000 bounty that it just captured was the shot in the arm that they needed, because today they were met with a hurdle and they just blasted their way right through it.
This is moving slow.
Yeah, the other chase teams are going to be way behind.
Well, stuck in traffic. Bravo in front of us.
There's a trail apparently that loops around this traffic that Raphael wants to do, and
I'm doing it. Holy hell, guys. Port escape, here we go.
remember that time we should have just waited and been patient?
Remember that time waiting got us nowhere?
Remember that time we were slightly adventurous?
Remember that time being slightly adventurous paid off?
Remember that time?
Look at the grin on my face, Jen. Look how much fun I'm having.
Oh my god! What are we doing?
This is so fun. This is how you do a road trip, okay? Let's be real. As long as we don't get a flat, I think it's gonna work. Come on, baby.
This is straight out of a Ford commercial.
This is straight, Ford, let us know if you want us to produce your commercials in the future. There's our exit.
Oh, there's our exit from the dirt path. Oh my gosh! We did it! Mom and Dad, are you proud?
Woo! Let's go!
We might be in last place. Was it worth it?
But it was worth it.
So, Friend Zone with a cunning strategy, proving that there is still plenty of fire in that tank and that they are still very, very much still in it to win it. A+ to you guys. Gold star. Good old pat on the back. Is it true that I love watching the chase? You betcha. But I also love giving away free money. So let's do exactly that right now. The correct answer to your first cash task of the day was the metadata mega answer of bloom, better, shined, chance, and a question mark. So let's find out who came up with those answers and won themselves $500 for their savvy audio sleuthing. Walking over to the big board and pulling up those names: Robert C., James S., Lisa H., Diane M., Alexander L., Jan M., Daniel H., Patrick S., Tommy S., and Mika D. Congratulations to all of our winners, but really, aren't we all winners? I guess technically no. Hashtag Monday Motivation. Let us now set our sights on that big, beautiful piece of modern technology known only as the $50,000 MVP leaderboard. Hey leaderboard, thank you for all the hard work that you do here up on stage every night. Our current leaderboard frontrunner is at Fidai Foos with an impressive point total of 5,663 points. And how did all of these people get all of these points? Well, no, they didn't buy them on the deep web, though some of them tried. And they've been removed from the leaderboard as a result. No, they've been using the hashtag #TheRunnerSweepstakes, all one word, and those posts have been getting themselves liked and retweeted. If it was liked, it earned them 1 point. If it was retweeted, it earned them 2. And all of those points will count as virtual entries into our sweepstakes, and for your tenacity, many of you will be winning big cash. Large cash, no, just large amounts of cash, including one $20,000 MVP prize. If you want all the details, you can always go to go90.com/therunner and read all about it. And if you haven't already, follow at therunnergo90 on both Twitter and Instagram, and make sure that you like us on Facebook too. But most importantly of all, join us again tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern as we'll reveal the runner's fate. And if I were him, I'd be pretty worried because these chasers have their eyes set on not only the finish line, but a record-setting bounty. And until tomorrow, the chase continues.